Yes,
The
sir.
pneumonia.
Which one?
The
Pneumonia. Pneumonia. Okay, look out for the spelling of the pneumonia. Many times students mistake it. Okay, pneumonia right now. And हमारे पास example है like diphtheria as well, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Diphtheria. These are some of the disease caused by the
The
bacteria. Remember,
pathogenic bacteria.
they are pathogenic bacteria as well. Huh. Pathogens are basically the disease causing bacteria, right now.
Yes,
So
sir.
the bacteria that causes disease, they are called as pathogenic bacteria, right?
Yes.
So some of the bacteria are useful as well, while some of them are bad as well. So the bad ones are called as pathogens, while the good ones are the examples of the good ones are that of the lactobacillus. Right? मेरे पास
Yes, sir.
examples है lactobacillus के.
Helps in making of curd.
Good. Okay. So let me be. You guys have to mention the name of their shapes. Okay.
Yes.
Remember, I told you we will be doing a little bit of exercise with this.
Yes,
Moaz,
sir.
you tell me what is the shape of this bacteria. Second one, Arhan. Has Ahmed joined yet? Yeah, Ahmed, you joined. Yeah. Yes, Ahmed. How are you? Each one of you start answering the names of the shapes of these bacteria. Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Name the shapes of the bacteria now. You have to answer what are the shapes of the bacteria given over here.
The how do you spell it?
Yes, Arhan.
How do you spell it?
What is the spell it? What? Spherical.
No, sir.
Then
It's spherical and oval.
it's a spherical and
Oh, I.
ovuloid. Ovuloid. Okay. So that is a spherical shape. Yeah. What about you, Moaz? What is the shape of the first one? Yeah, look at the shape of the bacteria.
Yes, sir.
Look at the shape of the bacteria. I told you guys I will be asking about this, about the different shapes of the bacteria. Arham, yes. Look at the shape of the bacteria. Hello. Hope you guys are able to hear me properly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? I
Sir?
told you now, like there are different shapes, like comma shape, rod shape,
Mine is spirala. Spirala.
spirala.
Yes, sir.
You are last one. Huh? That is correct. Good. Is spiral shape का है, spiral shape का है. Right now, spiral or also spirala.
Spiral shape.
Yes.
Spiral or spiral shape है. Ahmed, yours? Yes.
So can it also be said that it is worm shaped?
Worm shape. Which one? The
The
spirala. Which one? Which one?
the borella.
Borilla. Borilla is where? Here.
Yes, sir.
Spirala shape or the worm shape, we can say that also. But usually, shapes के basis पे हमने 4 groups बनाए हैं. There are 4 or 5 groups also. 5 groups हमने basically बनाए हैं. Like you have the spherical group, right? Rod shaped bacteria are there. Spiral shaped bacteria are there. Comma shaped bacteria are also there, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
you have to study about the 4 groups only. Well, there are certain other groups also, but no need to make it that much complicated. So spiral shape is the example. This one is the example of a spiral shape bacteria. Then Moss, look at the first one. Isn't that looking like a rod shape?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
ये rod shape के bacteria लग रहे हैं या फिर comma shape bacteria हैं? The first one, look at the example here.
Sir, it's rod shape.
Rod shape. What about the Salmonella typhi? The Salmonella? Come on, you guys answer this quickly.
Can I
Huh.
say it's rod shape?
It is a rod shape. The first one, no,
No, sir. Salmonella.
salmonella. And the first one that appears as a comma shape, no,
Yes, sir.
right? Comma shape like this. So that is a
First one
comma
is
shape.
repeat.
And the Ahmed salmonella typhi, that is a of a rod, also
Bacilli.
bacilli. Bacilli. Good. Right? And Arhan, that was having a spherical shape.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and also called as cockeye shaped, right?
Yes, sir.
So these were the different shapes of the bacteria. Remember the shapes. These are very important. Okay, you could be quoting the examples of these bacteria, right? And if you're preparing for some exams, then it is more important then
Yes.
it becomes more important, right? All right, now let's get to understand about the different classifications of microorganisms. After bacteria, you have got the funguses over here, right?
Yes, sir.
So what do you guys think? That is the image over here. That is basically a bread mold now.
Yes, sir.
That ये क्या है? Bread mold. That is a fungi. Okay, so that is fungus basically. You guys tell me, those who have already studied about it, what did we studied about the fungus in the previous classes?
Um.
Hmm.
Uh,
Fungus is we studied under the category of plants or animal. First, explain this to me.
so fungus is a type of parasite which stick to its host and uh, feed on its host.
Are you sure? Is it a parasite?
It's a kind
Huh?
of a
Kind of, or is it a kind of saprophyte?
the
Uh-huh.
yes, sir.
Right? Look here, it appears in different forms. Sometimes ये saprophytes की तरह behave करता है. Sometimes it could live in a symbiotic relationship with other organism. For example, algae. Thereby, it shares a symbiotic relationships. Right? Sometimes some of the funguses could become parasites also. So it is not as simple as that. कि I can categorize all of them as a parasite. I can categorize all of them as a symbiotic organism. No. Certain examples है हमारे पास. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
So funguses, some funguses could be parasitic in nature. Some could be saprophytic.
Yes, sir.
Saprophytes, you guys know what are saprophytes? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
the the organism that feeds on the dead and decaying
Then I
matter.
became matter.
For example, you have example of the mushroom. That is a type of saprophytic plant. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So some of the funguses could be parasitic. Some of them could be showing a symbiotic lifestyle. Like an example is a lichen.
Yes, sir.
Lichens are the example of the symbiotic parasites now, where in a symbiotic relationship, you get to see the funguses are living in association with the algae, and thereby they're mutually benefiting each other,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
right? Okay, let's stick to this example first. Otherwise, you won't be able to mug up all the concepts all together. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we are all have seen the breads being spoiled by the funguses, right, boss? So bread mold that you see, actually, there is a kind of fungus that grows in there. Getting it now? So when
Yes,
I
sir.
viewed it under a microscope one day now, so I saw that they are having structures like this. They are having bulb-like structures. Yeah, I saw there are bulb-like structures over here, and in which there were thousands of tiny spores. These were the spores, right?
Yes, sir.
And look at the stem-like structures over here. These are called as the stolon, right? And it
What are
has
spores?
also, yeah,
Spores.
spores are not. Look here, the bulb-like structure that you see over here, it
Yes, sir.
consists of spores. Yeah, I will explain about it. First, let's understand about the stolon and the rhizoid also. I will
Okay,
be
sir.
explaining it. Okay. See, Then this fungus also has got a root-like structure also, right? Because a fungus will spread in the bread now. हाँ,
Yes, sir.
हम देखते हैं ये पूरे ब्रेड में फैल जाता है, right? Because it develops a network-like connection, like the rhizoid हम जिसकी बात कर रहे हैं, right? That is rhizoid.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then this stick-like structure that you see, that is called as sporangiophore. Yeah. Okay. So just to gain some extra knowledge, I'm telling you these terms, but that much is not important. Simply you need to know about the spores, right?
Yes, sir.
So look, wherever what will happen now? Once this fungus will start to grow, and once the sporangium, this head-like structure, this bulb-like structure is mature, it will explode. It will rupture, and thousands of spores will be spread in the surrounding. So wherever the spores will land upon, a new fungus will start growing from there. As you can see, the spores are falling over here, and a new fungus has grown. Right?
Yes, sir.
So here it's a kind of a vegetative propagation now. Vegetative propagation, you guys must have studied about that. Yeah, where there's a growth of plant taking part from parts other than that of a seed.
Yes, sir.
In vegetative propagation, okay, from which part usually a plant grows from? It is from seed. Yeah.
Yes.
But यहाँ पर क्या growth हो रही है इस fungus की? Fungus is a kind of plant.
Yes,
Yeah?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember that thing? So the growth of this plant is taking part from parts other than the seed. Was there any involvement of seed here?
No, sir.
Obviously no. So that is a vegetative propagation example, right? Also, this fungus, is it autotrophic or heterotrophic in nature?
Say it's autotrophic.
Sir,
Mhm.
heterotrophic.
It's heterotrophic now. If it is autotrophic in nature, why would it be feeding
yes,
upon
sir.
this bread?
Yes, sir. I meant
Mhm.
heterotrophic, but I thought it was autotrophic.
No. Okay, no
Feeds
issue.
on feeds on the bread. That's why.
Not just the breads. Apart from that, any food
Hmm.
be feeding on any rotting food, right? So similarly, yeah. So fungus, they are heterotrophic plants. Why? Because they have got no chlorophyll in them. Hence, they can't prepare their own food, right?
Yes, sir.
So ये heterotrophic plants है, right? Apart from this bread mold ना हमारे पास कुछ और भी examples है.
So they do reproduction by asexual.
Exactly. Vegetative propagation is what? Vegetative propagation is a asexual mode of reproduction in plants now.
Yes.
Plants में भी हम देखते हैं there are two modes of reproduction. One is asexual, one is sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, there is involvement of seeds. Yeah, there is involvement of uh, pollination of the flower. वहाँ pollination होगा flower का. Flower will be fertilized, and then later on, the fruit will be formed.
Yes, sir.
And fruit consists of seeds, right? So
Yes,
that
sir.
is the sexual method. While in asexual methods, no, either uh, in asexual methods हम further पढ़ेंगे कि you guys would have studied about the asexual method in plants of reproduction. Like there are heterotrophic plants and there are autotrophic plants also. Heterotrophic plants में आपने पढ़ा होगा, budding का example आपने पढ़ा होगा.
It's the hydra.
Hydra, very good.
Binary
Budding.
fusion.
By the way, Hydra is a animal or plant?
The animal. It's an animal.
Animal. So we won't be studying that in this category, right?
Yes, sir.
So budding के example हमारे पास, for example, yeast है,
Yes, sir.
right? You had the example of fragmentation. मैं बात
Yes,
कर रहा हूँ अभी heterotrophic plants के बारे में मैं बात कर रहा हूँ.
Spirogyra.
Spirogyra.
Binary.
Fragmentation में हमारे पास lichens के भी example है.
Yes, sir.
Binary fission is also there in the case of amoeba.
Yes, sir.
Yes, amoeba.
But that will be in the category of animals. Okay.
Yes, sir.
While in the case of autotrophic plants, how they do asexual reproduction is in two manners. Either there will be natural vegetative propagation होगा, or there will be artificial vegetative propagation, right?
Yes, sir.
Thereby, we get to see that from different parts of the plant, like from the stem, from the underground stems, from the leaves, or from the roots, new plants can grow, right?
Yes.
अगर ये naturally हो रहा है तो इसे हम natural vegetative propagation कहते हैं. Or if there's a human involvement in the sphere, intentionally causing the plants to grow from a particular part, thereby it's artificial vegetative propagation. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, that was a somewhat different but a related topic. So I thought how to discuss that. So apart from the bread mold, there are some other examples of funguses also. Like you have penicillium,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Don't confuse it with the name of medicine. Okay, it's penicillium simply. Aspergilla,
Yes, sir.
aspergilla, and yeast. These are all examples of funguses,
Fungus.
right? So
Yes, sir.
funguses are a very large group. It's a very large group of organisms, and none of them have got chlorophyll, so none of them can perform photosynthesis. That is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
These are some. Mhm.
Mushroom is also an example of.
Mushroom is also an example. You can include that also, right? Okay. Yeah. So these are the examples. By the way, the first figure that you see, who will tell me what disease is it?
Wheat rust.
Wheat rust. Very good. That is a wheat rust. So sometimes we get to see like the whole harvest can be wasted. Huh? If the crop is infected by the wheat rust, it infects one plant, then second plant, then the whole harvest is wasted because of the wheat rust. So that is also a type of fungus basically,
Yes, sir.
right? Now, also if you guys remember, like in the case of humans and in the case of humans also, I told you like there are some diseases caused by the funguses. Yeah, do you guys remember? Like you have example of athlete's foot. I don't have the diagram today, but in the next class I'd be showing you those diagrams. See,
Yes,
if you
sir.
guys remember, there are some diseases caused by funguses in
Aspergillosis.
humans. Yeah,
Aspergillosis.
as per
Gillosis.
aspergillosis is there. Good. Aspergillosis. Then you have got example of athlete's foot.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is a disease caused in humans by the funguses. Then you have example of ringworm also,
Yes, sir.
right? So these are caused by the funguses, right? Now, okay, so these are very important. Do remember them. Okay, aspergillosis, athlete's foot, or ringworm, right?
Yes.
Anyone's and any confusion so far? Please do let me know. We'll be moving ahead then.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay then. These are now where the basically parts of the funguses, hyphae and spores, right? So
Yes, sir.
okay. Now we come on to the next classification, that is the algae. Like
Yes.
you have example of Spirogyra or the Chlamydomonas. These are the examples of the algae. So they are simple plant-like organisms which are usually aquatic in nature,
Yes,
and
sir.
they are greenish because they consist of which pigment?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll pigment,
Yes,
right?
sir.
By the way, is there only one kind of pigment found in a leaf, or there could be other pigments also?
Three.
Other.
Sir.
It's actually more than three.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay, Aram. So because the other pigments are being shaded by the presence of the chlorophyll in it, thereby it appears
Yes, sir.
green. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
In some cases, if you have some leaves that is yellowish or pinkish or brownish in color, so thereby the chlorophyll pigment is shaded by some other pigments,
Yes, sir.
right? So thereby it appears in different color. So alga is simply a large group of simple plant-like organisms, right? And usually ये aquatic होते हैं, yeah?
Yes, sir.
And they consist of chlorophyll. Getting it, Moaz, you are getting these things or not? Ahmed,
Yes, sir.
so they consist of chlorophyll, and thereby they will produce food by the process of photosynthesis. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, however, ये plants से different होते हैं. I have explained this multiple times why these are different from the usual plants. Who will explain this? Ahmed, why algae are different from the usual plants? Hello. To whom I'm audible, please do answer.
Sir, can you repeat what you said?
I'm saying like how the algae are different from that of the usual plant. ये usual plant से किस तरह से different होता है?
So some algae are unicellular, while the normal plants are multicellular.
That is correct. Apart from that, in the normal plant, एक proper root system होता है, right? They have proper roots. And then, Ahmed, you were saying something?
I was saying algae does not have.
You did not have?
I'm saying that algae does not have.
Ahmed, I couldn't hear you properly. Very sorry. Please repeat that.
Yes, sir. I am saying that algae does not have any roots.
Algae does not have any root. Apart from that, they do not have any stems as well. They do not have any leaves as well. Right? So in this manner, na, guys, these two are different. Very good, Ahmed. Right? And some of the algae, as Arham was saying, they could be unicellular, while majority are multicellular.
Yes, sir.
Okay. These are some of the examples: diatoms, chlamydomonas, and seaweed. Okay. After the class, search for the images of the diatoms. These are some very interesting diatoms.
Sir, kelp.
बहुत- Which one?
Sir, kelp is a sea plant algae.
Kelp. Kelp. That kelp.
Yes, sir.
I'm not entirely sure about that. I will have to check on that. Okay. So diatoms, chlamydomonas, and seaweed. Okay. Diatoms that you see here now. Diatoms का बहुत बड़ा role है in the formation of fossil and fuels. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In the formation of fossil and fuels, diatoms play a huge role.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. I will be getting the diagram of it in the next class. Thereby you will get to understand in more detail about it. Right?
Yes, sir.
So diatoms की बहुत बड़ी important role है.
Sir, by the way, there are marks of the test.
I will be discussing that. Okay now. So this is all about the alga. Now, algae can exist individually, while some algae can exist in a symbiotic relationship with funguses.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And when they do exist, they are called as lichens. Right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, do tell me, you guys, that how alga and funguses are benefiting each other when they exist in the form of lichens.
Sir, algae provides water, and the fungus provides
No, you have reversed it.
The fungi do photosynthesis.
Which one is photosynthetic?
The algae provides food for the fungi, and algae also and fungi provides shell for the algae. Shelter.
Shelter and moisture to the algae. Yeah, right. So Moaz, Ahmed, Arhan, and Arham, you see, in the case of lichens, those are having distinct characteristics. Like the alga are the autotrophs, while the fungus are heterotrophs. Alga have chlorophyll, thereby it can perform photosynthesis, while funguses can absorb water. Right.
Yes, sir.
So it will be preparing the food. So food will be, it will also be keeping food for itself, but will be providing to the fungus as well. In return, it will be getting water and shelter from the funguses. In this way, it is existing together. And how, one of the another interesting thing about the lichens are they are one of the pollution indicators.
Yes,
How?
sir.
Like if an area is very much polluted, thereby you will be seeing lichens will be growing on the decomposing substances, on the decaying, usually decaying trunks, or simply on the trunks. You can see this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, on the bark of the plant, this can be growing. Okay, is anyone having any confusion in this? Please do
No,
let me know.
no, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Also, this diatom that you see now, diatoms are one of those alga who serve as a food for very tiny fishes.
Yes,
In
sir.
the marine world, जो बहुत छोटे छोटे fishes होते हैं, they eat this, right? So
Yes, sir.
food chain में इसकी बहुत बड़ी important role है in the case of oceans or marine water. Yeah,
So they are bluish colors, right?
not necessarily bluish color. Not that is not very much necessary. Usually bluish color के होते हैं, but then there's a whole other there's a large number of population of it also. इसके भी अलग अलग species होंगे, right?
Yes.
Which will be having different shapes and different sizes and different colors as well. Yeah, ये aquatic environment में grow करेंगे, whether it's the fresh water or whether it's the marine water, it can grow in that. In fact, it can grow in the soil also. ये soil में भी grow हो सकता है, right? So basically जहाँ भी moisture मिलेगा diatoms को, it can grow there. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So algae is finished, funguses are finished, and the bacteria are finished. Now we are left with protozoa, and then the viruses are left.
Yes, sir.
So Ahmad or Arham, you guys explain about the protozoa since you have already studied.
Sir, I have not studied with you.
Sorry, Arham, you haven't. Yeah. One of you to explain about the protozoa. What were the points we studied when we were doing this chapter? By the way, what are these images over here?
Sir, Spirogyra.
The algae.
These are images of algae. Okay.
Sir, the left one is Spirogyra.
No, both of them are algae actually. Okay. This person has basically taken that algae in his hand. Okay. So thereby it appears as if it has spread it out, so it's giving a different kind of look. But both of them are algae. Protozoa. Arhan, would you be explaining this? What are they?
Sir, protozoas are unicellular organisms which are
Huh?
like which are directed by pathogens like female anopheles mosquitoes,
Hmm.
and protozoas cause various diseases like malaria, dengue,
Hmm.
etc.
Good. It could be causing various kind of diseases. Very good. So look here. Protozoa are the unicellular microorganisms. They are having single cell. So far, we did saw about alga that it could be unicellular and multicellular also, right? Same was the case with the funguses and was the case with the in the case of bacteria, they were unicellular, right? Those were also unicellular. Protozoa is also another microorganism that is made up of only just one cell. Yeah, and we have classified them as animals. Protozoa क्या है? They are animals. Okay, so they are under the category of animals.
Yes, sir.
So they are animal just like a alga or the plant, right?
Yes, sir.
And they will be found in different kind of habitats, like in ponds, in lakes, or in dirty water. You can find it.
Yes, sir.
Rivers में हम find कर सकते हैं protozoas, right? So usually it is advised कि आप, if you were to go in the wild, avoid taking a bath in the in the water that is not clean. Okay, always avoid taking bath in the water that is stagnant usually. So stagnant water is full of different kind of protozoic bacteria, protozoic microorganisms.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
which could be very deadly, right? And there are different kind of microorganisms. Like if if it enters into the brain, if it enters to the particular kind of organ, it can completely damage it. There have been cases of people who went into adventure and they took bath in a pond, and thereby uh,
It acts as a parasite, right?
it acts as a parasite. It basically feeds upon the particular organ of the organisms. Right now,
Yes.
so protozoa, certain examples of the protozoa that you see, they are the parasitic, right? So, for example, the uh, example of the Plasmodium bacteria. Yeah. So, Plasmodium is one kind of a protozoa. Okay, and it is responsible for causing which
Uh,
disease? Malaria. Now,
oh yeah.
Plasmodium is one kind of a protozoa that is responsible for cause of malaria. So, Plasmodium, that is in the blood of female Anopheles, right?
Yes, sir.
Female Anopheles. So when it bites the human, thereby it goes into the human body. Now it has got a new host. Earlier इसका host क्या था? The female Anopheles mosquito, right? Now once it uh, bites an animal or a person, thereby the Plasmodium protozoa is now transferred into the human.
Yes, sir.
So thereby malaria is caused. Getting it now? And the most common example, the amoeba that you see, these are also kind of protozoa, right? Or the paramecium is also there.
The Hydra.
Hydra. Hydra, about Hydra, I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Hydra, I think they are animals, that is correct. Okay. But the thing is, Hydra, you have to check whether they are unicellular or multicellular. Okay, हमें check करना होगा whether Hydra are the unicellular or the multicellular.
They are unicellular.
They are unicellular.
Yes, sir.
Okay, हाँ, if they are unicellular, I think कि वो भी protozoa होते हैं. Then, okay ना. So they are usually Hydra की अगर हम बात करते हैं, they are usually found in the fresh water. They are found in the fresh water, right?
Yes, sir.
So protozoa are the unicellular organisms, and they are in the animalia. They are one of the kind of animals, and they live. Some of them will be living independently, while some of them live as parasites. And one of the example of the parasitic protozoa is a plasmodium, right?
Yes, sir.
And they could be causing diseases in plants, in animals, and in human beings as well.
Yes,
Getting
sir.
it or not? Right?
Yes.
All right now. Okay. हमें ग्रीक टेक्स्ट बुक्स में भी ना हमें हाइड्रा का एग्जांपल देखने को मिलता है. द हाइड्रा दैट यू सी ना इन द ग्रीक टेक्स्ट बुक्स आल्सो you get to see references about it. In Greek mythology में भी हम देखने को मिलता है. Okay.
So protozoa means first animal.
Protozoa,
Yes, sir.
first animals.
Yes, sir.
Proto basically refers to the word primitive. Proto means primitive or the first of its kind. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
And zoa refers to animals. That is correct. In fact, in the zoology branch, in the zoology, that is one of the branches of biology, you study about the animals.
Yes,
These
sir.
were one of the microorganisms that were developed. Okay, microscopic animals, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Look at the example of this. This is a protozoa paramecium. Remember, I gave one question to you guys regarding the mm, regarding which of the microorganisms has a sleeper shape, has got a shape like that of a sleeper.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
that is a paramecium, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, the only important thing about the paramecium, you need to know about the cilia structure. Yeah. So every microorganism also has got specific organs to move around. लोकोमोशन के लिए उनके पास स्पेसिफिक ऑर्गन्स होते हैं, राइट? सो द पैरामीशियम is able to move here and there with the leg-like structures called as cilia, right?
I have pseudopodia.
No, pseudopodia is found in the amoeba ना. Pseudo means false. Amoeba में हमें देखने को मिलता है,
Oh, okay, sir.
right? In the case of amoeba, it does not have what true legs. इसके पास pseudo legs होते हैं. Pseudo means false. Podia is being referred to the legs. Was
sir.
you are getting these things or not?
Yes, sir.
So this is another example of paramecium. What were the certain diseases we discussed moments ago? क्या-क्या disease होते हैं protozoa से? Quickly tell me.
Malaria, dengue.
Yeah,
Malaria and dengue.
malaria, dengue, correct. Mm, hmm.
So typhoid.
Disease. Oh, typhoid is not caused by this now. Typhoid was caused by another class of microorganisms. What was that?
The bacteria.
Disease. You had the example of malaria, and that was the pathogen name was Plasmodium.
Yes, sir.
Then you have like the if you guys remember, I also told you about amoebic dysentery. Amoebic dysentery is a disease, okay, that is caused by another kind of a protozoa whose name is interamoeba. Interamoeba. So try to remember at least the name of these disease causing protozoans. These are very important.
The toxoplasmosis.
Which one?
The toxoplasmosis is a disease.
Toxoplasmosis.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. For the time, we just remember these two ones. These will be sufficient. Okay. This will serve the purpose. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Amoebic dysentery एक बहुत ही common disease होता है लोगों को. So thereby I have taken this example. Okay. Okay then. I hope no one is having any confusion so far.
No, sir.
Was any confusion so far? Please do let me know. Which class of organism is now left to be discussed? That is the
Viruses.
viruses. Good. So a question is asked: which organisms is the connecting link between dead and living? So the
Yes.
answer is viruses now.
Yes, sir.
Question पूछा जाता है. Question is like which organism acts as the connecting link between between living and dead? So that is the viruses. Now एक और question मैं पूछता हूँ. If I were to ask one more question, do tell me which organism is the connecting link between plant and animal? You guys are getting the question or not?
Sir, fungi.
No.
Sir, protozoa.
Name the specific organism's name between plant and animal. Okay, there is a organism called as Euglena. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so Euglena is not connecting link between the plants and animals. Why? क्योंकि इसके पास characters are both of plants and that of animals as well. It has the characteristics of plants and animals as well.
It
What?
has a
It has a cell
Cell
wall. It has got chloroplasts to perform photosynthesis, right? इसके पास chloroplasts हैं. And no, cell wall नहीं है. It lacks cell walls. Thereby, it performs heterotrophic nutrition like the animals. It has got the chloroplast to perform photosynthesis like that of plants. And it lacks cell walls. And it performs the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So thereby, animal की category में आ रहा है ये.
Yes, sir.
Okay, as of now, just remember this thing that Euglena is such type of organism that is the connecting link between the plant and animal. Connecting link here basically refers to the thing that it shares the characteristics of both plants and animals. Okay, so similarly, viruses, we see that when it is outside the host body, it is dead. Yeah, and when it enters the host body, then it is alive now.
Yes, sir.
So thereby, it is a connecting link between the dead and alive. Moz, you are getting this or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So mention the points regarding the viruses. Arhan,
Sir,
Ahmed, what are the points
smallest
we discussed?
microorganism.
Very good. Hmm. These are the smallest microorganisms. That point is correct. Okay.
This causes various diseases like measles, chickenpox, and polio.
Chicken pox, polio. There are several diseases caused by them. First thing is that they are the smallest microorganisms. Second thing is that they are what in nature? Are they parasitic in nature?
Yes, sir.
They are kind of parasitic in nature, right?
Yes, sir.
So they are parasitic in nature. So inside the host, they will be
They're alive.
alive, and outside they will be
So dead.
dead.
So they were discovered by Dmitry Ivanovsky.
Very good. Dmitry Ivanovsky. So this was the person who discovered viruses, right? Okay. Now, the viruses now, when you will observe it while it is outside the host body in the surrounding, so it will not be showing any characteristics of a living organism. So हमें living organism की कोई भी characteristics देखने को नहीं मिलती है. So
Yes, sir.
they will not neither respiring. Fourth is that outside environment में shows no characteristics of life.
Yes, sir.
What are the characteristics of life? How do we distinguish that a certain organism is alive?
Some movement.
Movement, yeah. Or more specifically, and apart from this, respiration,
Yes, sir.
it will no respiration will be seen in it. Getting it now? It will not feed क्योंकि न्यूट्रिशन मिल नहीं रहा है ऐसे क्योंकि होस्ट बॉडी के आउटसाइड ही है, राइट ना? It will not be growing,
Yes, sir. So
right?
not reproducing.
Not be
Reproducing.
not be reproducing. Very good. No multiplication or reproduction.
So viruses reproduce, right?
Yes, sir.
They do reproduce once they are inside the host body. Here we are seeing when they will be outside in the outside environment. What
Yes, sir.
characteristics will be shown by them, right now?
Yes, sir.
They will be showing no characteristics of life. Also, they will be not excreting as well.
Yes,
So
sir.
no excretion as well. Yeah, Moz, is this clear to you? Not Moz is there in the class, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So viruses can reproduce and multiply only once they are inside the cells of other organisms, right?
Yes,
Such
sir.
as, for example, viruses will not only infect the human cells. Okay, it could be infecting certain bacteria as well. In microbiology, we get to understand like viruses could be impacting other microorganisms as well. Getting it or not?
Yes,
They
sir.
could be infecting plant cells also. They
The
could be infecting bacteria. Yeah,
yellow vein mosaic.
which one?
The yellow vein mosaic.
Ha. That is one of the example. So see here, they could be infecting. They could be infecting plants. They could be infecting bacterial cells.
Humans.
and they could be impacting human cells as well.
As viruses are so small, we can only see them by electron microscopes.
Exactly. You would be able to see them by the help of electron microscope only, right now.
Yeah.
And also the viruses are basically called as agents of disease. हम इसे agents of disease कहते हैं.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will come to the previous slide in a moment, but first to conclude some other points as well. Okay, 5.5, then point number 6. They are agents of disease.
Okay.
So they themselves are the disease causing pathogens. It's not like they are carrying some kind of pathogen on them, right? No, they are themselves the agents of the disease. So they are causing a variety of disease in the humans and in animals and it could be infecting bacterial cells as well. For example, common disease हमारे पास क्या है? Common cold है. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hepatitis A.
Common cold. Hepatitis A. You have influenza. You have influenza, that is basically flu को हम कहते हैं.
Yes, sir.
You have example of measles as well. Measles is another example. Or you have example of polio.
Yes, sir.
Here, Han, you were saying something.
Sir, polio.
Polio, huh? Okay. Polio, you guys also mentioned some of the examples. Chicken pox
Sir,
is there.
HIV.
HIV.
Sir, chicken pox is chicken pox.
Yeah, chicken pox or smallpox also.
Yes, sir.
Chicken pox, smallpox. Yeah, so these are no very bad things. Chicken pox, smallpox. Usually you will see like if someone is infected with disease now, it will take almost like 15 days to recover from this, right? There
Yes,
will be
sir.
patchy marks on the body. Even if the person has recovered, there will be after marks on the body still left. Like many times you will see like a student suddenly disappeared from the school, right? And when he or she came back after 15 days, he has got marks of the body. So it is because of chicken pox or smallpox, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and it is a communicable disease, right?
Yes, sir.
You all know chicken pox, smallpox. These is spread from one person to another, right? Okay, HIV. That is also a sexually transmitted disease,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes.
It is one of the STDs.
The AIDS.
Huh?
Sir,
Actually,
AIDS is caused by
HIV causes AIDS. HIV virus, no, it causes AIDS. Okay, so AIDS is actually the STDs, and here you will see this is the virus actually. Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
HIV is the humano immunodeficiency virus.
Yes, sir.
HIV की full form क्या होती है?
Human immunodeficiencies.
Humano.
The immunity of the person decreases by 60-70%.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Thereby, even if there's a small infection to the body, it will not be able to fight that, right?
Yes, sir.
So, immunodeficiency virus.
Sir,
That is this virus.
mosaic of bhindi.
Which one?
Sir, yellow vein mosaic of bhindi.
Yellow vein mosaic of Bindi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is also one of the example. Yellow mosaic virus. We're talking about this one, right?
Yes, sir.
That is also one of the example, especially in the Bindi, right? Then you have certain other examples also. These were some of the common examples we have already seen, right?
Yes, sir.
I suppose these are very simple and you can remember all of them. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So these are the general things about it. Now, if you guys tell me, whenever there's a viral infection, viral infection means caused by virus. Yeah. So do we prescribe antibiotics to the person? Have you ever seen doctor prescribing antibiotics when the person suffers from common cold?
No, sir.
Yeah. or in chicken pox or in measles or polio, there's no specific antibiotics, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So antibiotics are not given in these diseases. Aren't given. Why is it so? Who would explain this to me? Because antibiotics are given for the disease that are caused by
And fungi.
bacteria, or it could be fungi, right? But the disease which are caused by virus, on that antibiotics will not be effective. So that is a basic thing. So the different classifications of organisms, the 5 classification of microorganisms, we have finished that today. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the upcoming classes, we will get to understand where do the microorganisms live. Okay, what are the different microorganisms that surround us. Okay, then and we will be talking about the helpful kind of microorganisms also, like there are microorganisms that are used in the process of fermentation, right? Bread, बेकरी में हम यूज करते हैं कुछ इंडस माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स का, getting it ना?
Sir, making
In the
making
making curd, or in the preparation of antibiotics,
yes,
right?
sir. Vaccine.
Vaccine. So these are some of the usefulness of the microorganism. Apart from that, soil की fertility को increase करने में भी certain bacteria are helpful in that as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Certain bacteria help to clean the environment also, right? So all those points we will try to cover in the next class. So I think this was the second class of the chapter. In the previous
Yes,
class,
sir.
oh, okay, by the way, I had to discuss the paper as well, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do one thing, na. I will be sharing the marks to on your numbers. Okay, or to the console, I will be sharing that.